working to figure out what caused an explosion at a soybean plant in Bunceton. The fire broke out around 11 o'clock this morning at the Missouri Better Bean plant on West Main Street. ABC 17's Taylor Petrus watched as crews battled the flames today. And Taylor, the fire chief, says they'll be on scene until late this evening.
Yes, Lindsay, right now they do have that fire contained, but crews will stay out here at the Better Bean plant to monitor hot spots throughout the evening. Now, today's fire was pretty big because there were several propane and oil tanks inside the plant. Bunceton residents who live by the Missouri Better Bean plant on Main Street say this fire started with several loud bangs.
Just explosions, what we thought was dumpsters being dropped from the guy across the street. There's pretty much just black smoke covering the air, and then, it died down for a minute, and then the yellow smoke from the chemicals built up.
Minnick says within minutes, fire crews were on the scene. With propane and oil tanks inside the plant, the fire quickly grew.
The explosion would have been that they're hearing. With what I was talking about is the off-gassing of those fuels when it lights off and it gets to a pressure, then it blows out past its containment tank, and then a fire is surrounded, it actually lights it off.
Local fire agencies called in at least 10 different departments across mid-Missouri to help them, from bringing in ladder trucks to bringing in water from outside rural areas.
It's taken every department that we have. We're not able to get a full staff here, but we're getting by with support of all the other departments.
Authorities even asked residents living within a half-mile of the plant to evacuate the area. Ryder says they're still working to find what started the fire, but they do have an idea of where it started.
It was a fire coming from inside the plant itself, and it was already self-ventilated out of the top side of the building. So other than location, I know it was in the plant itself.
After several hours, crews were finally able to contain the blaze, but the fire was just too much for the Missouri Better Bean plant.
It will be a total loss other than the office building in the front and the one elevator that could be contained, but the actual plant itself is going to be a total loss.
Chief Ryder says the EPA will most likely be out here to assess the oil that has now run off into some of the water systems here in town. He says the state fire marshal is also investigating. Reporting in Bunceton, Taylor Petrus, ABC 17 News.
Authorities say no one was inside the plant at the time of the fire and no firefighters were hurt.